Now, the U.S. is escalating its trade war with Canada. Yesterday, President Trump signed an executive order to rename Lake Ontario Lake America. The international waterway is managed jointly by the U.S. and Canada. The Trump administration imposed 50% tariffs on $20 billion worth of Canadian products last weekend, you'll remember. In response, Canada announced its own hard-hitting tariffs on U.S. imports earlier this week. Congressional reporter Taurean Small has been tracking all of this and joins us now from our D.C. bureau with more. Taurean, good Friday morning to you. What is the point of President Trump trying to rename an entire lake?
Yeah, good morning, Errol. What's curious about this is when asked yesterday in the Oval Office what message the president was looking to send to Canada through this move, he said he really didn't have any, but then pivoted back to his talking point that there has been this unbalance when it comes to trade between the United States and Canada. We got to point out, though, in the president's first term, he brokered this deal that replaced NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Deal, which is known as USMCA, the U.S.-Mexico-Canada deal. And in that, it looked to facilitate, according to the president then, a more balanced trade proposal between the two nations. Now, as these things are ratcheting up, we're seeing the president go back on that, saying that there is simply more that Canada can do. Of course, this isn't sitting well with Canadians. Of course, we heard from the Prime Minister, Mark Carney, came out and said that they will not be recognizing this. This is a shared body of water, so they have sovereignty over recognizing it as whatever they want to. But ultimately, though, this will not help in any future negotiations as the two look to come back to the table eventually.
And so, do you think we would expect this trade war to escalate?
Yeah, I mean, that's likely what's going to happen. We also heard from Ontario's Premier, Doug Ford, who said that he's willing to put anything on the table when it comes to reining in the United States' aggression here when it comes to this trade war. That could include electricity. It's one of the largest imports of energy the United States takes in, and that would be pretty consequential to the United States if they were to move forward on that. That wouldn't, of course, shut down our power grid, as we also have other resources there, but it does make up a very significant portion. This is about $1 trillion of trade that's at stake here. So Canada is looking to leverage that, even though they've had a long, friendly relationship. It now seems that that relationship has become quite frosty under President Trump's new administration.
Yeah, indeed. All right, Taurean Small in our Washington bureau. Taurean, thank you.